So I'm glad to see you again. First, okay, we start with our agenda of today for developing the class. Okay, that in this case is we develop different topics. Okay, so you have to write the date, the lemma, okay, and also the topic on your notebook. I give you some minutes for writing this one. Okay, we are the different with Jesus, Monday, May 4th, 2020, and the topic is sequence. First one, we have the greeting, the general instructions, the feedback. Then we have the book exercises. We have the sequence. Okay, that is the new topic that we developed today. Book and notebook explanation. And at the end of the class, we have the question and answers. And then we have the closing. Okay, general instructions. First one, you mute your microphone until the teacher gives the opportunity to speak. Okay, when you enter to the meeting, the first activity that you develop is that you mute your microphone. Then you be honest. We need that the majority of the students are in the class. Yeah. Okay, we have to be listening, speaking. That means all the things that you write as, okay, do these kind of things in a respectful way. Then we have your material. That means you need your book, your notebook, your pen, pencil, all the things that you use for developing the activity in the class. Then you raise your hand. Okay, in the part of the chat, you have a hand, or maybe you have a thumbs up. And if you have a question, so only put this one on the chat box and I answer in a minute. Then, as I said, at the end of the class, okay, I answer all the things, all the questions that you have, and I discuss about this one. See, let's continue. Now, we have the topic, the first one, that is a review, okay, about the last class that we developed, and in this case is can, that is an ability, okay, that we develop in the present, or I can read the book, okay, it's an ability that you develop in a present action. Yes, okay, so we have the first example. We can cook very well. Okay, that means the children can cook in excellent condition and very well. So it's an ability that they have. Then we have Amy can swim to length of the pool. That means this girl has the ability to develop this activity. Amy can swim. Then we have, I can put patiently the Legos together and build a plane. That means the boy is playing with the Legos and he has patience to develop this activity. I can put patiently the Legos together and build a plane. So it's an ability that he has. Okay. Then we have the study of the model. Okay, that in this case is an ability, but this ability is in the past. Okay, and we have 3 examples. My parents could play Twister when they were young. Remember, these 2 actions are connected with the word when. The first activity is my parents could play Twister, and we connect with the word when. They were young. Okay, that means this activity was interrupted right now, but they developed the last years. Okay, Dad could play with a cartoon box when he was a child. He developed this activity, okay, some years ago. That means right now he can't do this activity, okay? This one is an ability, but in the past. Our grandparents couldn't send emails when they were at a university. That means in this moment, okay, they could or they can send emails, but some years ago they couldn't. Okay, this one is an action that is in a negative form and that is in the past. Our grandparents couldn't. Okay, that means some years ago they can't send emails. Okay, now we have the activities of the book. We have some exercises here. Okay, you have this activity on page 38. Okay, and we discuss about the exercise number 1, page 38, and we complete the first one with can or could. Okay, it's depend. Remember, can is an ability in the present and could is an ability in the past. Okay, so you have different questions here. Okay, for example, you swim. Okay, the answer that you said in the chat box is can. Okay, then you have the second question. You swim when you were 3. This one is an action that you practice in the past, or an ability that you have in the past. So the correct word is could. Then you have you speak French. This one is an action that you developed right now. This one is can. You speak French last year. Okay, so this one is an action, okay, that you developed some years ago. That means this one is an action in past. You use the modal could. You use a computer. Right now you use a computer. So you have the ability to use a computer. This one is can. You use a computer when you were 5. Okay, you mentioned that the action is in the past. So you use the modal could. Then, okay, you have to write 2 interrogative sentences. In one sentence using the modal can, and the other sentence you use the modal could. Okay, you have the 2 spaces there, and you write the 2 sentences. And at the end, you have 2 boxes there. Okay, in the first box you draw the picture that is related to the modal could, and in the second box you draw a picture that is related to the word or to the modal could. Okay, this one is the activity for page number 38. So let's continue. Okay, interrupted past. This one is one of the topics that we have already studied. Okay, and we have some examples here. I was walking when I tripped with a chair and threw my popcorn away. So that's mean we have 2 actions, and the second action was walking. This one is the first action. When you use a connector, that in this case is a adverb of time, I tripped the chair and threw my popcorn away. Action interrupt the first one. Then we have the second example. My cat was running when he fell from the roof. Okay, my cat was running. This is the first action. Okay, when he fell from the roof. Okay, and the second action interrupt the first one. My mom was sleeping when the alarm rang. My mom was sleeping. This is the first action. When. Okay, we connect the second sentence, the alarm rang, okay, with the first one, and the second action is the action that, okay, interrupt the first one. So let's see. Now, we have the new topic of today. This one is about sequence. And we use some clue words that in this case is first, then, next, and finally. So you have to copy this one on your notebook because this one is a new topic, and these words, okay, are the words that you memorize or that you learn today. First, then, next, and finally. Okay, this kind of words you use when you are telling let me see, a story. For example, when you have a sequence of events, or when you follow some steps in some important event. Then, next, and finally. So we have an example here. Okay, how to wash your hands. This one is an important activity that we develop in these days. First, I wet my hands. This one is the first step that you develop. Then, this one is the second step. I apply the soap. Okay, it's the second action that you develop. Next, I scrub my hands and clean my tongues. This one is the third action that you develop. And finally, I rinse my hands. Okay, this one is the last action. Okay, if you notice, we use the sequence words, that in this case is first, then, next, and finally. First, I wet my hands. Then, I apply the soap. Next, I scrub my hands and clean my tongues. And finally, I rinse my hands. Okay, so, and this one is an example of, okay, a sequence. Then we have an exercise here. How to make an apple pie. Okay, this one is a recipe. So we have the steps in the box that is in purple. Okay, number 1, mix the apple with slices. Number 4, put a filling into the pie crust. Okay, what is this one? We have the words, the sequence word. First, then, next, and finally. Okay, let's start. First, we peel the apples and put them into slices. This one is the number 3. Yeah. Okay. Then mix the apple with sugar and spices. This one is the number 2. Okay. Number 1. Then next, put the filling into the pie crust. Okay. This one is the step number 4 that you have in the purple box. And finally, bake the apple pie. Okay. And you have the apple pie here. So first, we peel the apples and put them into slices. Then mix the apples with sugar and spices. Next, put the filling into the pie crust. And finally, bake the apple pie. And this one is a clear example, okay, of sequence. So now we pass to the book. And what are developing the book? We develop the activity that you have on page 39. and we have to number the pictures that in this case, okay, we have some activities, okay, and we complete the story. You have the words in the story, okay, and we complete this one. For example, Jim, what is the first one? Okay, was running 10th in a race when a dog started to bark. Excellent, okay, was chasing him. This one is the activity that the dog, okay, did. Jim was scared. He ran very fast and won the race. When he was celebrating, the dog jumped up on him. It was Lucky, his friend's dog. Okay, this one is the story. Remember, we use the words that you have in the box, okay? I read again. Jim was running 10th in a race when a dog started to bark. It was chasing him. Jim was scared. He ran very fast and won the race. When he was celebrating, the dog jumped up on him. It was Lucky, his friend's dog. Okay, and we number the pictures. So we have the first one. What is the number? Yeah, this one is the number 3, exactly. Then we have the picture that you have with an orange, okay, wall. This one is the number 4. Then next you have the number 2. Then you have the number 5. And at the end you have the number 1. Yes? Okay, so let's see. This one is the activity for today. And we have the activity for your notebook, that in this case, okay, is, let me see, on your notebook you have to write a story, or maybe how to make a sandwich, how to prepare a sandwich using the sequence words learned in this class. Remember to do it in the correct order and using the words that we learned today in the sequence topic, okay, that is first, then, next, and finally. Thank you for coming, okay, to the class, and I see you the next week. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.